The war in Vietnam began in 1965 when President Johnson escalated the U.S. advisory role in the conflict with the first bombings in 1964 and the first U.S. Marine combat troops in 1965. It ended in 1975 with the last U.S. personnel leaving the embattled capital of Saigon. In between, hundreds of thousands of mostly young men and many young women went to war there, and nearly 60,000 did not make it home. And because the war was so controversial and divisive, their welcome home was muted, if not non-existent. This week, Wyoming tried to make up for that just a bit with the Vietnam Veterans Welcome Home. There were parades, speeches, and military displays at the Casper Event Center. The line was long at the table where journalist Joe Galloway held court. He was selling and signing copies of his best-selling 1992 book, We Were Soldiers Once and Young. The book recounts the Battle of La Drang Valley in 1965. His experiences covering and even participating in the battle were dramatized in the 2002 hit movie of the same name, starring Mel Gibson as his co-author, Colonel Hal Moore. Galloway was portrayed by actor Barry Pepper, who, ironically, also played the platoon sniper in Saving Private Ryan.
Good afternoon and welcome home.
Senator Mike Enzi made an appearance to welcome the Vietnam vets home, albeit several years late.
It's about time that we had the celebration for the Vietnam vets, and 50th year anniversary is a good time to do it. These are the people that weren't welcomed home who have helped to welcome home every soldier since that time. And it's time that we had this kind of a celebration.
Every other conflict we've been in, the welcomes were pretty grand, pretty friendly. And this one was controversial.
Yeah. Well, there's a resurgence of information about the Vietnam War now that I hope people are getting and digesting and finding out what kind of sacrifices the people made. And so we need to appreciate the people that have signed on the dotted line to help the United States anywhere in the world and have followed through with what they promised.
On a huge map of Vietnam on the floor of the mezzanine level, veterans signed their names to show where they were stationed. Names that were once part of every evening news broadcast: Saigon, Hue, Cam Ranh Bay, Pleiku, and the notorious Ho Chi Minh Trail. It was all over too soon, and some veterans lingered at the center, perhaps not wanting it all to end. The memories of fear, courage, and old comrades came flooding back. And everyone then went back to their regular daily lives. Until next year, when they can once again renew old friendships, even in an unpopular war, remind the world what duty and honor actually look like.